Yo, what's going on, guys? How's it going? How ya doing? As you can see the title, I'm gonna be fleshing out the aspect of the world a little bit more. We added a few more things. I don't know if you guys can tell what they are from last time you saw them, but yeah. Because the reason why too that I was like I had to go back into the world was because things were starting to bug me. Like some of these places and like because I know that I want to have. Hold up, let me see if I can go to here. Let's just do above. I know like right here. I'm trying to do like I'm trying to do like the capital, like in this area right here, right, like right below the mountain, right. Maybe even have like the castle like on like a cliff kind of thing, right here, right. But something that's tripping me out right now. Let me use a red color so it's easier to see. So I was thinking of having like the castle and the capital like right here, right? Something that's tripping me out is because I know I want the Dragonin uh, place to be here, right? But I'm like, okay, yeah, what's good, Titan? I'm thinking like, because I want them to have like a volcano here, right? Is what I'm thinking. So, and I'm also thinking of having like a little place back here, like a little settlement back here, like right near the sea. Because I was thinking also the ports would be here, 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 um, here. I was thinking maybe can have one. Let's see here, um, here, 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 here. No, no, not here. Here, here. Right? So if I know the ports are there, then I have to think about like, do they have port cities? Right? Like, so where are they going to be? Like, obviously near said port. But this right here can't really be a port because this whole area is a bit interesting, right? And if that's how it is, port won't make sense to be there. Hmm. Because I have to think about the people and like if they're from here, right, Titan? If the people are from here, then like what's up, Brian? How's it going? If the people are here, right? These people are separated from these people right here by said river right here. I want to use different colors because it's kind of getting confusing. These people right here, let's say, right? Obviously, this is where the queen and everything is. So she, like, this is like her domain kind of thing, but this is like where the capital is. It's kind of tricky, especially because I'm trying to think of like places where like the rebels would be as well in the faction. I was thinking of doing like something kind of like a belt here. I call it the belt. It kind of holds them two together by that little area right here, and they can have like a little city here too, like a city in between. In between both, maybe have like two giant walls, like the cities like below. I feel like that'd be really interesting. I don't know where it's getting tricky, and the reason why I wanted to go back into this because I was just thinking about like what are these people wearing? Where are they from exactly? Because I know the type of people that are here, right? So if this is where she is, Dayu, right? And I still haven't found out where Aoki is going to be because I don't have all these areas like sectioned off. I don't know, like, because I was thinking of having like a little bit of a forest here as well, because forests are really cool for like adding that division because there's going to be also be a forest here, right? So I'm trying to think of that. Hello, governor. But yeah, it's just getting pretty tricky right now. Especially because this new character that I've been thinking about. She's from here. She doesn't live here anymore, but she's from here. So her design has like some Chinese inspired things. Obviously, like I said, this region right here is inspired by the Ming Dynasty, China, in the sense of their outfits. Obviously, it's not exactly the same, but like it's inspired, right? So since we have them here, I was thinking of doing like, and I have to do like a zoomed in version too, because I was thinking of like how it would look like all zoomed in. So I was thinking of that, and I have to think about that also. Let me see. Let me try to switch this off and switch back on just so I can see everything clearly. Where is it again? There it is. Turn it off. Turn it back on. Or better yet, it's not doing its thing. But yeah, so I was like, I can probably show you a little bit of what I was thinking of. Let me see. Oh, this is where we were working on. I was working on some ideas with Kendra, like her hairstyle. I'm kind of moving towards this one right here. I really like it because I was thinking of it kind of like looking like a crown, like this, and she has these big earrings on, referencing some place you'll have to find out later, right? And this is like where her hair will look like from the top. So I was thinking of kind of like having like this crown shape here. So kind of like something kind of like this. Like that. This is like the shape that her hair is doing. I thought that would be really cool and interesting. And this is what it looks like from the side. Can I, like up here. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. And I thought it is really interesting. But hold up, I don't even know if I can show what's here. Can I? I'm kind of nervous. I don't know what's in here. Let me kind of hide the screen real fast because I want to show you, but I need to just make sure everything's safe. It's not bad. But I don't have it here then. What I was thinking about, I don't have it here. So let me go back to see if I can find it. Is it in here? It's not here either. I guess I'll just draw it again because I can't find it. But this is something else that I was working on also, and I really like how it turned out. I'll be posting I'll be posting it tomorrow on Shorts. But look at it. This one right here looks really interesting. I like the beard. I was thinking about he can be one of the generals, you know? And his mustache does this thing, and then comes down like that. He obviously he'll be like, you know, suited up. And this one right here, I like this idea. This silhouette looks really nice with his beard like that, and then he has the mustache like that. That looks really cool. Glued beard. What? Mmm. I see what you mean. I mean, the beard part, yeah. But the swoosh and the swoosh. I changed that one up a bit. What do you think about this character right here? She can be one of the sisters of the girl that I was thinking about making. She's kind of like Mulan in a sense, like how she was forced into battle, but she's not like hiding her she's uh she's not like she's not like hiding her like the fact that she's a female, but because there are other female warriors in there in my world, so it's not like a hidden thing. Like women aren't, she's adorable. I appreciate it, right? Bryce said something, but you have to think she look like a doll or something. But she has like the similar situation of Mulan, where she had to go. She had to because she's the only daughter, and he didn't have any sons. So it was like that same decision that she had to make, like him, but she didn't have to like pretend to be a guy. But it's different also because it's kind of like that one girl. Oh, you guys haven't seen the show. Oh, Titan, be quiet. I know what you're about to say, man. And you're gonna be like, man, why you coming at me like I said something? No. And Brian, come on, just calm down, okay? But yeah, I want to show you the character that I'm telling you about. What is her name? What is her name? It starts with something. Let's see. I can just type in. Alright, I'm trying to find her. Where is she? Why did she? Oh, there she is. Okay, so kind of like this girl right here, like in her build, like in how like tall she is and everything. But she's a completely different character in sense of her personality. Let me show you her right now. All right, so this scroll down. All right, so this is her. If it opens up correctly, let's see. Where is she? I mean, where's this thing? There it is. There she is. All right, see here? This character right here. She kind of gave me the idea in a way. So yeah, really cool, really cool. But her round nature is kind of like the idea, and her cheery self, but obviously not the horns or anything like that. Like that's not going to, um, you know, be anything of it. But like yeah, so she made me really try to go more in depth of the world, because I'm trying to find out like why are they acting the way they are? Why did she have to leave? Now I had to add more. What part, like what tribe or whatever she from? You know what I mean? Like why did they leave? You know what I mean? Like were they like forced to go? And obviously like I said she had to go, but I mean like in a sense like were they forced to go like do what they had to go do? So that's what I'm thinking about here. So like her build is kind of like really big. Let me do this on a different thing. I'm not trying to do it here because we need one for the stream, don't we? So I was thinking of doing something kind of like, um, let me use a different brush. This brush is good for writing, but not for blocking and stuff. This one right here is the perfect one. I want to use like a darker red. So I'm thinking of something kind of like, Like I'm taking her as, wait, let me bring this down because I don't like looking up here when I'm gathering reference. All right, so this is good. All right, so I'm thinking about like the general idea of her. She's like her armor is really boxy and blocky, right? But her body shape is really rounded, showing that idea that um she's not really a really aggressive person. Like she's a really nice girl, but she was put here in this situation, and when she has her armor on, she's like really serious. Like she's a there's another character, I don't know her name, but like this night lady from a different show, and she's really like when she's serious, you know. So I'm thinking of kind of like more rounder features. She's really big, so I'm thinking about like having. But like I said, I'm thinking of rounder shapes here. I'm not thinking about anything really. Um, I'm not thinking about anything too much here. Just thinking about rounder shapes, but I'm trying to think. Give them a little bit more structure, like on those bony areas, just so that she feels just a little bit more structured. You guys know I like that word, structure, when it comes down to my art. I try to get like a sense of structure, which is why I love boxes so much, because it's the ultimate bit of structure. Giving her that, having her have some sloped traps. Nothing too crazy. I'm not trying to think about it too much. How's it going, Jay? So let's get some curves in here. I'm not trying to get too boxy here with her. Let's get some of these. Come back in. Come down. But like I said, her armor is going to be really, really strong. Or really, like, boxy. To show that, like, aggressive nature. What should be your commission prices? It's all up to you, man. You got to think about what you're worth, you know, and what it's worth. But don't like just think about this honestly, you know. A good way to think about it is like how long it will take you to work on a drawing, but you have to also think about like if you're a faster drawer, or you're faster at completing pieces. You have to think about that as well, because it wouldn't make sense to do it like hourly if it doesn't take you that long to draw a piece, you know? So you have to think about that as well. But you have to also, I always recommend when you're making your commission things to think about uh, like time, you know? Because if somebody wants something faster, then obviously it's going to be even more money. You have to think about that as well. Because really important, because, you know, anything can happen. You could end up like getting really busy, having to do something. And you have to understand you need to have that time, you know, to that break, you know, so you don't have to rush it and do something you don't end up liking. And another thing, make sure you get half up front once you start the piece, just so that everybody's, you know, good and well, so you don't have to worry about, oh, I can't finish it, so now you're like, oh, okay, at least you know you were paid for your time. Or if they're like, you know what, I don't really like this, you were able to get something before that, so you didn't waste your time again, you know. I'm slow. Yeah, but still, you should also think about that because it's like I said, it's your time, so you have to obviously think things through. So I was thinking of something kind of like this, and then she has really, um, let's do that, and let's curve this out. Some bigger calves. Like she's pretty tall, but she's not the tallest. Like I'd say she's around like 6'5", which is not super tall in real life either. So $600 per piece. I'm gonna call it. Or I mean, listen, if you think that's that's what you want to do, then yeah, charge $600. It's all up to you. There's no set price. But I feel like when you're drawing or when you're making your sheet, it's really good to do like how I have mine, where mine has plus, because then it gives some room for for error, so they know like, oh, this is what I'm looking for. This is the least amount or the minimum, yeah, that this type of drawing is worth. So that's why I put like on the thing, this right here is going to be a plain portrait, and these are the tiers, right? A plain headshot, these are the tiers. But if it's full body, obviously these are the tiers as well. If it's going to be really complex, obviously it'll be more money because I'm going to have to spend more time thinking about everything. So very important. And the thing is, like, what I've also been thinking about, because obviously it's really good to think about like shape language and everything. But I also thought it'd be really cool if, because my story is, I'd say, more of a mature like story. Like there's a lot of gore and stuff. So it's really good to think about having it a little bit more realistic in a sense. So typical proportions, but obviously, like I said, there's other characters that are pretty crazy proportionally. Like the rat folk and the Ella people, and that's like the people that are um from elephants. It's interesting because I was like thinking about it earlier too, with how the crystals work and how the other races work, because crystals can uh like embed themselves into, well, not really embed themselves, because the crystals choose their host, or the person or the thing that's going to help them, right? So you can have like a flaming bear, you know what I mean, that can be its own thing, right? But an evolved flame bear can also have like, or become more humanoid, if that makes sense, right? So they'll still be a bear, but a little bit more human, or what we like know as human, right? Like with maybe like walking on, like on 2 feet, like how we do, right? Their build similar to ours, their anatomy similar to ours. So that, and then that person, a bear is two-headed. That's possible as well. That's also possible, but it has to like align with the law, obviously. I mean, with the system, and because there's so many mixed races, you can have that bear person and that elephant or that giraffe lady, right? And obviously, like I said, that giraffe could be in a more evolved ice giraffe, and then they end up um, getting with that bear guy, and then having children, you know, and then next thing you know, you have your own little hybrid race. So it's really interesting how they work. So that's why I've been trying to think about like where are they located, right? Most of them are located, and obviously I told you guys um, last stream when I brought up the map, or when I brought up those people, how they're like discriminated against to an extent. So I'm trying to think of like, do they have their own little village somewhere or their own little island out the way that they originate from, right? Thinking about these things. Because like I said, I know this is where the a lot of the dragons are in this area here, and we have the elves over here, the giants over here. Right, you don't have to worry about up here. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, right? And we have a lot of the where did I put them? They're over here somewhere. A lot of the like dwarves and stuff. So I'm trying to, and those are the basic ones, obviously, but there are a lot of other you know, types of people out there. So they're, like I said, rat folks. I wrote this down. I wish wait, let me see if I can get it so I can just start, you know, telling you. Yeah, I don't think I'll find it here. I don't remember what I called it, but I can find it later. But there's just a whole lot of different like varieties of things, like, you know, like there are lichens and stuff, you know. There's a whole bunch of different possibilities. And I really liked it, the idea, because it gave me like room, you know, for creation. Like literally, if somebody were to give me a specific character they have, I can try to fit it in there somehow. Like, oh, so this is a combination of these two things, right? Because obviously, like I told you, there's a lot of elemental things that are in play. So if I were to say like, oh, somebody's a flame wolf, right? Something. Obviously, I will give them names depending on, you know, if it's more, you know, if it's serious, you know, enough to have a name. And I'll think about like when people actually create their own things, not really like creating them, but like, let's say an evolved bear and a evolved ant. Let's say them two had or spawned a child that became a like something else differently, right? Like they could name their thing, and now this is how things have happened, you know, like people and like the history of when these things or these creatures popped up, why they're this way, you know. So back to this girl right here. I was thinking of something kind of like this for her base, right? But then we'll add a whole lot of. Wait, let me see if I can get the pics that I had. Let's see. Here, and then we'll go here. No, we'll go here, and then oh yeah, let me just take all of this here and drop you here. Get a few more down here. Oh, wait. Okay, let's delete this one then. I didn't know I can do that. Because I want to try to see like the idea of like what her armor would look like. And the reason why I'm also thinking about the place that they're from is because I have to think about like, what do people in this area wear, right? Because especially, like I said, the giants live up here, right? They live up here. And up here is a lot colder. It's a lot colder. And there's something over here that I'm not going to mention right now. But up here is a lot colder. So I have to think about like, okay, so what do the giants wear, right? Are their skins like able to regulate that, right? I can think about that. Do they have like this fur on? Like, what are they made up of? You know, like things like that. Because obviously, I said like there's set things like dwarves, elves, giants, and stuff. But then there's other things like rat folks and dragonkin, and they're all evolved into that from other things. So I have to think about like where are they from and what do they wear? Because especially this region right here, since it's so much closer to the mountains, we get a lot of cold areas here, especially when it snows, right? But over here, right, it can be a lot warmer, right? But they don't really have to worry too much about those really cold temperatures. And I have to think about like, okay, so what does this area look like? What do they wear here, right? Especially because the equator in my world is pretty, standard. So I have to think about like also like especially because in this region right here, I was thinking of having like a warmer area here, and over here, this place being really like wet and dry at the same time in a way because of magic. So I had to think about that as well. It's just getting really interesting. It's just getting really interesting. But we're still working on it. We're still working on it. But yeah, like I was saying with this, I'm thinking about like really bulky armor here. Right, so obviously we can get rid of a bit of the chest here. Let's just do something like that. Nothing too crazy. And then, like I said, I was thinking about her armor being like maybe just really heavy. Oh, this is. Can I use this one? Let's see what this does for me. Oh, this is just. What about this one? Oh, this one's that too. Can I get something with some opacity? Come on now. Properties. Yeah, that's the issue. It's good there, but alright. Let's try this. No. How do we even do this? I forgot. Okay, this should be good, right? Yeah, this is better. All right. So, I was thinking of something kind of like. All right, there you go. This is better. Okay, so something really big and blocky. Something really boxy for her armor. Like I said, her body underneath isn't super crazy. And I had to think about that also, just in case I want to like put her in something else. Like let's say there's a place that they end up going where she has to be really stealthy, so she can't wear her really big bulky armor. She has to wear a little bit something lighter, or she has to move really fast. So I'm like, okay, so if that's the case, then what does she wear then? What is her body looking like underneath, you know? So something maybe like this can have like this tighter area right here, giving her like something kind of like this, right? Having like some really strong a bear versus a bull. Well, there is a bull character that I've introduced a long time ago. I don't know if you guys remember him. Where is he at? He should be. Where is he at? I know it's down here somewhere. Yo! I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. There he is. Rory. He's one of the bull people. But the thing is, like, because of how the power system works in my world, this is really old drawing, so don't judge it too much, okay? But, like, I will be drawing him. I mean, I want to be drawing him anytime soon because he's, like, nowhere near appearing now. But the thing about uh, my power system, is the fact that, like I said, I was inspired by One Piece in the sense that everything is different, right? So you can have some abilities that like are around the same, like they do the same thing, but they are all different. Like you can't have two of the abilities that are the same. So no two abilities are the same, like I said. So if you were to have two flame users, I think I mentioned this before, but if you were to have two people that were able to use fire, one person could use only like fireball attacks, right? Like they only can throw fire, right? And another person could probably um like make things out of fire. Like let's say they're an archer, a flame archer. All their like their arrows are like just pure flame, and that's the only thing they can do. You know what I mean? So I had that limitation just so like you can have an endless amount of people that have flaming ability. Let's say there's a fire person ability user, but they're a healer, right? So no matter what they do, none of their flame abilities will harm somebody. It will only heal them practically, right? But obviously, you can delve into that. Actually, them trying to they end up like evolving into a way that harms people in a way by healing them. You know, so it's kind of like a interesting thing that you can go through. That's Kevin. I can see. I never saw it until you said it. Honestly, I didn't see it until you saw it. And we also have Vincent right here, which is you can probably guess by just looking at yeah. So yeah, it's just really interesting. We have a lot of different things here, and one of the boys from the and or people that are of said race. But let me see if I can find our other tiger boy. Where is he at? He's definitely far, far away. Yo, he is far away. I don't know where he is. Oh, but look what I found. Look at Bride's character just sitting up there. I don't see him. There he is. Look at him on the right at the bottom. Bang up job. Appreciate it, my boy. I tried for real. But this one is another tiger boy, right? And obviously, there's also like discrimination against their own little things because there's obviously different types of tigers. So just because they're all generally from like that species of tiger doesn't mean they all get along. Just like elves and dark elves, right? They don't always get along. So it's kind of like that similar idea of like you can have like a whole bunch of different tigers, right? But they're all from different like places, if that makes sense. So yeah, I try to think like how everything can work, which is making things a lot crazier. When was this? This was last year. What did we do here? Oh, we drew some heels here. Oh, that's Morgan's heels right there at the bottom. I remember she gave us a reference. I actually need to do some more. Oh, we gotta worry about him too, because he has a really special blade as well. And I don't know if I remember. Actually, did I say that? I don't know if I said that. I don't want to say it if I didn't say it, so I'm not gonna say it, just in case I did. Because it's a really, really important thing. But yeah, so with her, we can actually think about like something really blocky. I feel like that's doesn't really capture the shape that I want too much. Maybe something more. Like it wouldn't be empty, but it'd just be like a like less armor on her legs, maybe for easy mobility, right? Maybe she uh like, and I said because she is from that region, she can wear like those ancient Chinese like clog things, maybe. So that's like a little indicator that she is actually from there. But like I said, they just probably aren't, the same. Maybe her arms also has a bit of um, lighter, and you see how her silhouette right now is a lot more boxy compared to what her actual body type is. So I was thinking of something similar to that, like just so she like to show that difference in her self. But like I said, this is just the idea, like a simple idea. Like this doesn't have to be the first like or like the actual thing that we end up going with. She can end up wearing more of a like a dress type thing. Maybe she ends up moving to a colder climate, right? So maybe she has like a different type of outfit that isn't really original to like where she's from, but maybe her and her people left to go to, like, let's say the giant um continent, right? And now she still like wears her shoes or the shoes just to add that little bit of story. Maybe like her grandfather like was the one who trained her, maybe, I don't know. And just to stay closer to him, she wears this because he loved their home, but they had to flee for some reason. I don't know. I'm just thinking on the fly. Like, I don't have a really uh, like full idea of the story of her yet because, like I said, she's still pretty new. But I'm thinking of something a lot more boxy. Like maybe she does have like that chest plate that comes like around like that. Let's get it like this. Just blocking a nice little silhouette on her. And she can actually have like something like that. Like she can leave her arms exposed maybe because she moves her arms a lot when she fights, so she doesn't want anything to be holding them down. Even though that's less armor on her point, it makes a lot of sense. And like if you think about like the reason, like, or she has like a little light bit to protect her arms. Like maybe this is like a material from like a dragon skin, so it's really tough to cut through. I don't know. But the thing is, it's like that would be kind of tricky because obviously they're not like a lot of dragons, like actual dragons, but like there could be, you know what I mean? If that makes sense. It's not like dragons be flying around like daily, but like dragons exist, right? So let's say like I don't think she'd wear like a dragon skin because she's from a place where dragons are highly regarded, so that it wouldn't make sense for her to actually just wear it like of her own volition, unless it could also deal with she hates the fact that they worship them so much, and that's the reason why they banished them or something. I don't know. I'm just thinking on the fly right now. So she wears it in a sense of like rebellion, even though she's not like in the like the capital or whatever. She still is showing her hatred for it, you know. But like I said, she's also a really kind person in a sense with how rounded her silhouette is. Other than like a character like a Kendra, which is pretty boxy like overall. Even though she does have her curves in the sense of like, you know, just to show that femininity, she's still pretty boxy. And like her muscles on her legs and everything are really strong. But like her, we'll keep it a bit more rounded. Like her calves could easily be like super sharp, but I'm trying to keep like a nice rounder shape. You know what I mean? To convey that I mean, she's not extremely young, but she's pretty young. So it can also show that youth and childishness, you know, at times. But like I said, like when she wears her armor, it's really like it's when she really gets serious, you know. Like she was really put in this situation. Or maybe she can also hate the divine dragon. I mean, it's not that they're divine, it's just the fact that, I mean, to them, they worship the dragons. They worship the dragons, especially because it makes sense to some of them, especially because they exist because of dragons, technically. Because, like I said, dragons can be created in a way, not like they just exist out of nowhere, but like evolution, right? So evolution is dealt in the world a lot. So, like, a flaming lizard could evolve into a dragon. You know what I mean? And that's how we have different types of dragons. So like an ice dragon, a water dragon, and things like that can obviously exist. But like the people that are in that region are what is the word I'm looking for? They're related to a flame dragon that they worship. The dragons grant immortality. No, they don't grant immortality. Don't grant anything. They don't grant anything. Like I said, they were just. It's kind of like this. Kind of like this. Imagine you're a rat folk, right? You were a rat person. So I don't know why I brought that up. I'm just saying that because this is lady that I'm writing right now, and she's a rat folk, and it's just I'm getting really into her story. But let's just say that there was a ice or air rat person that evolved into like a more humanoid version of said thing, right? And they end up spawning a whole bunch of children, and you're born from that, right? You can probably see like a lot of the people like in your village or around you will like praise that that person or that rat because like, why not just wipe them out? Yeah, but the thing is, it's not easy, especially because, like I said, there's not a lot of them. And what the people do in my world, without trying to spoil too much, is because the dragon born, a lot of them are born with wings, especially if the dragon that they're from or their ancestors had wings, right? Not all of them do, especially because I said there's like ice dragons. Some of them fly, some of them don't. And things like that. And obviously back in the day, there were a lot more of them on the earth or in my world, but there's not like that many, especially because, like I said, they're not immortal. They don't live forever, but they're, you know. So, what the people do in my world, especially because if you look at the map, I'm not going to spoil anything else, but if you look at the map, they're a really small area here. And I'm not saying this is the only place where dragons exist, but this is like the place known as the dragon. You know what I mean? Like it's not called the dragon, but people call it the Dragon Island. People in the world, right? So this is kind of like what they're like known for being, like where they're known being. And as you can see, it's pretty small compared to the grand scale of things. And things happen to said people, right? Obviously, there are, you know, higher like nobles and everything of these dragons. However, okay, without being a little too dark, because the ability to fly is such a big deal in my world. Not everybody can fly, right? Especially the people that are in power overall. So what they do is that once a dragon is born and they have wings, let's just say they are no more. They're no more. Obviously, like there are exceptions in certain places, and if they're hidden, but a lot of them are like that. I want to play some Skyrim, honestly. But you know what I mean. So it's kind of like, it's pretty interesting when you think about it. So it's like they are powerful, but they're not as strong as they used to be because there's not that many dragons anymore, you know? Or are they? Because this is a really big world. There's a really big world, and there are other places in this area where crazy things do happening. Okay, crazy things do be happening. All right, so yeah. And over here is a really nicer area in a sense, like just in like its landscape as well. Like there's a few mountains here, but like there's a lot of forests and stuff. I didn't like put them in yet over here. I need to put the key here actually, because this is like the idea that I want to go with for like the trees now. Just little forest looks. So right here is like where the elves are, and as you can probably surmise, like most of this area is going to be filled with trees, right? And over here, pretty close to the elves, these areas also are pretty nice and like their look. A lot of flowers and trees and really good for like farming and stuff. But like places over here, up here, you ain't farming a thing unless some things could, because like I said, up here is really cold. So I'm just trying to plan all these things out, because especially her, like I'm telling you about, she left. I know that she's not here anymore, but why is she not here? Right? Like did they flee? Right? Was there like a coup that was happening? Was she part of the noble family? That was one idea that came to mind, but I was like, I don't know, because I have another place that something like that happens, and I don't want it to be like pretty, like I don't want it to be too, like I don't want to use it multiple times, because this is really small like story type thing. Have you been watching more Go Go Loser? I haven't seen much of it yet, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch an episode today. I'll watch one episode today. Is it like a episodic show, or is it like something that has a story? And what I mean by that is like, is it a show like that goes through like the whole season or the whole series goes by like this one story, or is it episodic, like an actual Power Rangers would be? Episodic? You mean like each episode is yeah, episodic, like each episode is a solo story. So like this will be really cool, but this gives me more samurai, and that could also be a level of disrespect as well to her home, because like I said, if you go back far into history, the Ming Dynasty and people in China, they didn't really like the people in Japan, so it could be another level of disrespect if she ends up wearing like a outfit similar to the haters. You know what I mean? Like people that they hate, or her people hate. That can be another level. Like I said, like she can be from that island, but end up leaving for some reason. I don't know why she left yet. Now it's one big story. Okay. Okay, then I mean I'll still watch one episode, because I was thinking it was gonna be a little bit more episodic, because I felt like obviously it's not that it gave me that vibe in the first episode, but it's just like when I think of Power Rangers, I think of like episodic. Oh crap, that's why. I'm like, what the heck? This is the wrong brush. And she can also like probably wield a katana. This is giving me more samurai vibes, but like I said, it could be that whole thing that she's trying to Like this is the ultimate level of rebellion from her people, right? And she can also travel with Aoki. That would be crazier. You know what I mean? Like she can, like I said, she can be part of. I don't want to do the noble thing because, like I said, I did somebody else like that. You finished it, bruh? Yeah. What do you think about it, man? I like it. I like it. I thought it was really interesting, and I love the idea of the AI, like how it's making everything so much crazier. And when I think about a game, bruh, I think about that. You know what I mean? I think about that would be the greatest game in a sense, like everything keeps changing, and the all NPCs have their own lives and stories. That's the best. Like that would be a dope game, like to play. I love to play that game. Like if you think about it, you can travel and you can have your own relationships with NPCs, and obviously NPCs are like uh non-playable characters, and they if they get deleted, they're gone, right? So having a bond or relationship with them can actually feel a lot, you know, crazier because it's like, oh, yo, this person is actually crazy. I love the brown. I know. It's so good. It's so good. But it's so interesting, bro. It's so interesting. Even her hair could be when she's like normal, her hair could be like maybe a little bit more stringy or like long like this. Or like I said, because she is like a happier, cheerier girl. In a sense, her hair could be a lot more bubbly in her ordinary state. Right? Like just softer and rounder. Less boxy. And even I know these are pretty boxy. But like when she's in her battle mode, it's like a lot like um like crazier maybe. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. She's always prefer. I know, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like she, like she got that vibe to her, and it's really cool. I really cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let me actually wait. Let me actually. This brush is too big. But yeah, something like this looks really cool too. She can probably have like I said, her grandfather is a really important person in her life. Maybe he left her like something, like maybe a like a shrine card. I don't know. Maybe it can also be something also like she has like this design on it, like I don't know. It looks pretty interesting. But I'm also liking like an idea of this one as well. Maybe if I make it a little bit wider. Maybe a little bit wider, like something kind of like this. I don't know. You're right. I didn't eat, but I did drink a smoothie today, and I'm actually feeling pretty full. Like right before stream, the reason I was pretty late was because I was making a smoothie. It was delicious. Had some yogurt, some fruit, a whole lot of protein. That's probably why I'm full, and some milk. But I'm not really feeling hungry right now. Maybe later. Maybe later. Cause I even also have like um, some more of the smoothie. Like I made a lot just so that I can drink some more later. But I'm telling you right now, I don't feel full. I'm like, yo, I'm good right now, and it's weird because I'm like, yo, shouldn't I be hungry right now? But yeah, I'm still like I said, I'm still working on her idea, and like the little girl, I was thinking like she could probably like be related to her somehow or something. Like this one right here, like if I'm thinking like her family, this one right here could be like maybe her older brother, right? This one could be like her dad. Oh no, she doesn't have brothers apparently. But let's just say, for example, this is her older brother, and this is her dad, just her younger sister, right? And they forced her to leave. Like, let's say they were trying to ally with a neighboring place, and they made her like she was like she had to leave the family. It was either her or her little sister, and she volunteered at some in some what's her name from Katniss Everdeen type thing. She's like, what? She's like 5. They're like, well, they were gonna send her over there and then marry her off to some person. And if that is the case, honestly, because like I said, the Giants have a bigger area here. It could be like a little thing. That's why she's probably wearing heavier clothes. Is because she lives in the region of the Giants, right? Because her dad, maybe he was the emperor or he's like allied with the emperor, and they send their vassals over. Like maybe the giant king or whatever wanted, he wanted the emperor's children or something, or somebody from the emperor. Because there's a story in I think Scottish mythology I was listening to. It's about this giant. It's about this giant, right? He goes to this kingdom and he asks for the like to for protection and like for him not to delete them. He says, you have to give me something, and the king says, I'll give you my firstborn kid, right? And then what ends up happening is I don't remember exactly what happens exactly, but what he ends up doing is he ends up the king doesn't give him his firstborn. He probably gives him like his second or something. I don't remember exactly, right? And then when he does that, obviously in the beginning the giant doesn't know this, and then when the giant finds out later, then he gets pissed off. He deletes the boy that was the king's kid that he sent him over. He gone. He like, nah. He like, yo, this wasn't supposed to happen. And he says, I know you're gonna. And he's like, without even gone. I'm like, oh shoot. And he go back to that king. He was like, oh, y'all were playing with me. I thought this was a joke for real. Hey, oh word. And then he takes them all out. And I'm like, oh shoot, this is crazy. So I'm thinking I can actually use like an idea of that, because I actually have a lot of stories from different, other stories that I've heard, especially like with the one I told you guys about the horse lady. I'm still thinking about making her a centaur, but like especially in my world, centaurs exist, especially because of the fact, like I said, if a rat folk can exist, then a centaur can exist, because a horse like because a character too. His name is Bo in my world. I haven't really finalized his design yet. He's not really a Viking, but he's been around a lot of Vikings, right? He has a horse that has a ability. Let's just keep it at that, right? And let's say that horse were to evolve, that horse can end up becoming a centaur at some point. Um, you using a pick right now? Like, you mean a pick like for my hair or what? But yeah, I'm thinking that could that can be something that brings them in odds, because they're not enemies, but they do have, you know, like by Linkin Park. But yeah, um, I think I do know that song. But yeah, so let's say he was supposed to get like maybe she's the firstborn, right? And the giant king came over here, right? Traveled on a giant ship, obviously because they're giants. Landed and was like, "Yo, we can have an alliance if you give me your firstborn," right? And then because the giant and his blank blank have a a um a daughter as their firstborn. The emperor and the other one has a daughter as their firstborn. They He sends his daughter. He said, "Just take my daughter," and then this is why she hates them so much because they abandoned her and they sent her over here. And maybe Aoki's over here, so she meets up with Aoki. That's why she ends up like wearing the traditional Japanese attire because Aoki was over here, right? And let's say he took her, right? Like let's say Aoki's like this big known like problem, right? And he wanted something and he took her. I don't know. Naya might not like that. But I feel like that's really interesting because that really will help me know where Aoki is. I was thinking of somewhere over here, but if he's over here and or they just sent her over here when she was younger, right? So she was like been living here, right? And they're pretty nice to her, right? They're pretty nice to her. The people, like, they don't really hate her too much. They just wanted like a big power play. And then that's when later on she ends up telling them that she isn't the emperor's daughter, right? But she didn't want to tell them right away because of the fact that her little sister was so young that if they would have ended up going into like, if they would have went after them, they probably would have destroyed everything, and her sister would have got caught in a crossfire. Maybe her sister is Dayu. I'm switching everything. So Dayu is now older, right? So, oh shoot. You see, this is how things work. Hold on, I'm about to write this down. I'm gonna keep it to the side though. I'm not gonna stick to it like, you know, all the way. This is just the idea. I'm gonna keep it over here. So I don't even know her name yet. So let's say Dayu sister gets sent. I'm over here writing the whole thing out. To the giant country. And meets Aoki. Perfect. Especially because I always been thinking about like maybe after he leaves here, he ends up going like here, because I still want to find out like how, like where is she going to meet up with where is Aoki going to meet up with Kiro? Because they have to meet at a certain point. And I was thinking of like Kiro end up traveling, because Kiro will be like around here. He ends up traveling over here, then hears tales about Aoki, right? About this great swordsman or whatever, right? And then he ends up traveling through the belt, because I always was wondering how is he going to get to the other side, because it's split apart. But if there's a belt there, then it'll make it easier. Maybe like crazy things happen there, or it's just a nice city, right? Maybe it's a nice city. I don't know. And I'm kind of thinking about like how far down is it to the water, right? Because I was thinking like it could be high up, right? But it could be far down, right? Because if it is far down, it will be harder for each country to actually affect them. So it could be just a whole different type of people, right? So when he travels here, then maybe, you know, they take a ship over here, and then they meet up here. This is where Kiro and Aoki meet up right here. I don't know, because I'm trying to think about, because since I have so much going on in this world, I want every bit of it to be, you know, thought out. So if Kiro ends up going here, he has to he doesn't have to go to every little place here, because that would be crazy, but he has to like do enough here, right? But he can end up coming back and then doing some more. But I just want every place to actually feel like everything has been, thought out, But that's so dope idea. This is how things work, man. So she gets sent over here in a trade. Maybe they gave the dragon something else. Maybe not their child, but something else. Maybe something that the giants really wanted. What if, right? Because like I said, dragons used to be around and they worship dragons, right? Primarily the flame dragon number one, but there are other dragons underneath them. They still believe that it's kind of like they're also deities, but they're not the number one, right? So what if they have like some earth dragon like eggs or something, right? Ooh, because they want to raise their own dragons. Oh, that would be crazy. And maybe like when the dragon is still in its egg, they can manipulate it and then end up getting a different dragon. Yo, this is crazy. I'm like, things are going crazy. Okay, I didn't even think of all that until now. But yeah. So let's go back. I don't know her name yet, but I'm really liking that idea of making her like, giving her that look, especially so when they go back and when she goes back to the place, maybe Aoki takes her back. What if Aoki needs to go back over there, right? And then he goes over there with her, right? And she doesn't tell him that's where she's from, but that when they get there, that's when things get crazy. That's fire. Because I'm thinking of it too, like they hate him, but they respect his strength and understand that they can't just go out here attacking. However, if they were to all rush him, that would be bad for him. But why wouldn't they rush him? That's the thing. Maybe he has like allies somewhere. Like maybe he's like, oh my gosh, I just got I'm over here. I'm cooking as the youngins say. Let's see. Because as I mentioned earlier, right? As I mentioned earlier, there's coins in my world, right? And some of the coins are nobility coins, right? And like the nobility coins are given to, or like all like the nobles have it, but it's like it has a crest of the noble, like the noble's crest. So if it's a really like let's say it's of whatever kingdom, whatever, and that kingdom is a really powerful one, Aoki could wear it. Oh, there's Aoki right there. He can probably wear the coin on his neck, like as a pendant or like a necklace thing. And as he's walking through, they realize they can't touch him, or they'll get the wrath of whoever he has the coin of. Oh my gosh! Maybe Aoki isn't really allied with said like kingdom, but he won it somewhere. Like maybe he was like I don't think I can say this word on YouTube, but maybe he was playing some cards and obtained the coin, right? And now I mean Aoki wouldn't do that, but I'm just saying, and now he has the coin and he wears that coin, and that's why they don't touch him, or he's able to pass through checkpoints because they don't want no smoke. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, I'm that's crazy. We're gonna still be working on it though, because it's not like set in stone that she's going to meet up with Aoki. But that's another thing. That's what the outfit, literally just the outfit, gave me that idea, right? This outfit really just gave me that idea. And maybe, like I said, we can give her like some hair, maybe something kind of like give her some bangs, and then like can have like something kind of like this, and her hair comes out like in like a sharp thing like this. It could be like an interesting hairstyle. Or maybe we'll have her. I mean, yeah, like really sharp. Like we're, because I'm just thinking about the whole general silhouette of her, so that if we were to like shrink this really small, you could still be able to tell who it is by that silhouette, right? Is it too small for you guys to see? You guys probably should still see. But like if you were to just see this person standing next to something, you can probably be like, "Oh, I know who that is because of the silhouette." Oh, those that clothes, that hairstyle, I know exactly who that is. So that's why I'm thinking, hmm. But this is a good idea. It's a good idea. But let's try another one. Let's try another one. Or like something like, cause she can go somewhere else. She doesn't have to go there. But it could have been the same trade that they traded her. I like that idea that they traded her, right? Because they wanted women, or they wanted to marry their son off to someone. So they chose to do it to the emperor's daughter, but they didn't want to give up their emperor's daughter because like they're really they're really into bloodline, right? They wouldn't want to ruin their bloodline, if that makes sense, because obviously their their belief is that they're from the giant like god that they worship or whatever, right? And what ends up happening is they wouldn't want to ruin their bloodline by having their daughter being born of somebody else. By giving her up though is like also saying that they don't care for her, right? Like she doesn't matter. That's interesting. Hmm. Everything is just getting like crazy and crazier now. Everything is getting crazier and crazier. She could wear like a traditional, like maybe like to somebody that she knows or one of her brothers. Like was one of her brothers that was really nice to them. He really didn't want her to leave. He was always fighting for her to not get sent away. He got deleted in battle, right? And she found out about it, right? Because Bry sent a mail. Bry sent or Bry can like summon like not summon but like has, oh, Bry could be part bird or part eagle or something, right? And have like familiars or something that are eagles that sends these messages. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. So Bry takes the picture and his familiars, uh, or like writes or gets the, you know, the messages and then sends them over. So she wears a traditional Chinese um, thing to honor him. Maybe that'd be pretty interesting. I don't know. Interesting. Interesting idea. Let's see if I can get like a reference for like a Chinese headdress or a Chinese inspired or a headdress inspired by China. Preferably the Ming Dynasty because that's where I'm trying to. Let's see what they got. Ooh, ooh, this one looks really cool. Wait, wait, ooh, this one looks even better. This one looks more elaborate. Like it looks like some, and it has a lot of like. Give her a bit smaller lips. I think I want to give her a rounder face, alluding to that kinder nature of her. Yeah. Very interesting. I like the silhouette too, because like I said, if I were to grab this and zoom it out, you could still be able to see what's going on. Ooh, that mixture right there looks interesting. Like find a happy medium. That hair with the bangs, I like that. So if I were to put that here. Mmm. Trying to find oh, excuse me. Shimmy, shimmy. Hmm. Ooh, this one right here looks really interesting. I like that idea. Maybe make it a little bit longer. Like a nice little cloak thing that she wears. But if I were to add the cloak on top, I have to think about the underneath. What is she wearing? gonna be something that sits here on her hips. And then comes out like, maybe something really big, like, whoops. Hmm. Ooh, I like this. I like the shoulder things here. It's like thinking about like a nice. Big looking shoulder plate thing here. And then she can have like, I don't know if she would wear something like this. So this wouldn't work for her. But the top could be something like that, and then the bottom could be a bit shorter. Like that. Comes out from the same area. Yeah, I'm trying to think of both though. I'm trying to think of like what would she wear like more casually, and what would she wear like when she's ready for battle, you know? So we have a few ideas here. I was thinking about this could be like a ceremonial thing. This could be like this idea. I really like it, but this idea only works if we go with the idea of her meeting up with Aoki, like in the world of giants. But I don't know. Like I said, it only works if that's the case because it wouldn't make sense otherwise. I'm kind of like in the top part, but I'm not like in the bottom. I'm trying to also keep it really boxy. The contrast from her normal like body type, giving her really, something really bulky. Hmm. I'm also thinking about the fact that she might be a really fast, um, like she might be really fast, so she might not want to have too much armor on like her arms or her legs. That's what I'm trying to think about as well. So having something really long and flowy could be like from like a material that's harder to cut, you know, and also like leaves room for mobility. really bulky. Or maybe she's like afraid, like she doesn't like to fight, right? So she wears a lot of heavy armor to protect herself. She could be really strong, but she wears a lot of heavy armor to protect herself because she's afraid to get hurt. That's a good idea. I should have changed the title to like designing clothes or doing silhouettes. I was thinking of doing doing silhouettes today, and it looks like that's what we're doing. But like I said, she can also be really fast with her arms, or she uses swords maybe, or she can actually use like really big like gauntlets if she's a really powerhouse user. I don't know. Wearing something like this wouldn't make any sense. It'd be too big. Like, how would she be able to walk through like doors? She can be royalty, and she wears a giant poofy dress. No. Ooh, this looks really cool. But this looks more like cyborg. Where's that other one that I was looking at? No. Where is it? What the? Where is? What the? Where'd I put it? Oh, there you are. Okay. I could do something kind of like this too. Something kind of like that, maybe. Like that. And then she can wear like some sandals. bangs. I'm liking the bangs look, but we need some more like when it comes to like the appearance from the side. Maybe she has like an interesting shape like this. Maybe something more out, like a nice thing like this. But I don't know. This one doesn't look too bad, but I don't know how I feel about it. This one right here is the coolest one, I think, so far. This one, like I said, it could just be a ceremonial thing. This one's a bit shorter than I thought. This could be more casual, maybe if it's a little bit longer. But this is like a battle. Like she's going out to battle. But like that's why having the story is a very good thing when you're creating outfits and stuff. Because I'm thinking now, like, what kind of person is she? Right? Because I already know the idea of her hating her country, but I don't know why. I don't know why. Because I mean, I know that they sent her away, but why did they send her away? I don't know that. Like, why did they send her away? What did she do? Or was it because they needed something? Or they said that she was worth dragon eggs? Or does she not hate them? She loves them. And she understands why they did what they did, right? But once she goes out there and meets other people, they tell her what they did was wrong. And then and then that's when she starts to realize, wait, was it wrong? And then that's why she starts to hate them later, because at first she thought they were doing something good. She was all aboard, right? But how many years? Obviously, I wouldn't tell you guys. I mean, I guess I could tell you how many years like she's been away, but I just can't tell you how old she is. I like the squareness of it, but I think I'm gonna go to a round shape because this square shape is really bugging me right now. Alright, so she can have that, and then come down here to this shape right here, and then maybe she has like something kind of like this. I don't know. Like what kind? Like what does she? I don't know. How does she feel about herself? You know, like is she really shy? Because I was thinking she has like that nice nature about herself, but if that's the case, should she wear something a lot? Because obviously those things will help me determine the color of things too. Like, is she wearing really colorful things? How does she fight? What is her fighting style? Does she rush right in? I don't know yet. Hmm. I'm trying to see if I can find something to give me something, but she can have like things like this. The hair is always really important too to think about. So I'm trying to think about her armor first though, because it's the biggest piece. If she's really shy, her hair could be really long and covering her face. Or short, but still covering her face. What is this, Wolverine? Maybe she's a little shy, which is why she has her bangs so long. However, she isn't so shy that she covers it all. I should have did the eyes first and then covered them up. Excuse me, excuse me. Let's see, erase here. Oh, let me just do the eyes on. Trying to keep that roundness to her. She's a round face, showing her likable nature. Let's bring it facial features a bit. So then, when I add the hair, maybe her hair covers like this much, and then maybe they do a simple thing like this with some ears. I mean, obviously not literally ears, but maybe her ears are a bit bigger too, just to show that childishness. When you think of kids, you know, you think of like big head, big ears. Ooh, I'm liking that. Maybe this one with that hairstyle. Ooh, with that part at the top too. Interesting. It could be like in the back too, like a second. Like her hair goes back. But yeah, I really need to find a little bit more like reference for like something. I mean, we don't need to focus too much on this one because this one isn't really doing it. It's not doing its thing. Just like a Sith. From Star Wars. Hmm. Maybe we should just try a different like approach here. Maybe with proportion. I'm thinking I could make it a little bit. I could make her a little bit rounder. A little bit. I can also think about it in a sense like if she's really quick on her feet, right? Her legs could be a lot more like bigger than her overall. Like her legs could be longer and like bigger, like more muscular. Or if her legs are really weak, she can wear a lot of armor on her legs. And to show that maybe like in her more casual outfits, it shows how thin her legs are compared to the armor that she has on them. Oh, bro, I mean Titan, I was drawing. I mean, I didn't draw her, but I was drawing some sketches of Nami. Let me see if I can find it. Hold up. Let me hide this real fast. It's not perfect, But I was just trying to do like that proportion. Because I know she's the best. No, it's because that like I have a folder of proportions, and I have Nami in there. That's the only reason. Because as soon as I was flipping through, I saw Nami. I was like, let me try this. Oh, I forgot I do that. So this one right here would be Nami. The one on the right, like in her thin build, I feel like I could push her a little bit longer. It's not like the Nami now though. It's like the earlier Nami. Yeah, right, man. No, I'm serious. I'm not even playing. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I was over here like this one right here and waiting for you to say something. But yeah, I've really been liking the idea of really skinny arms lately. Obviously, it's not sticks, but like just big enough to, just small enough to still fit. See, her legs are really strong because she be running a lot. Like it's like I don't know. We're still thinking about these things. The queen of the elves, or one of them actually, the queen of the tree, the center tree, because there's multiple trees. Hmm. Try something else. I'm liking this blocking brush, but it's just I feel like it's too much opacity. I watched Kangaroo Jack again last night. I know this is crazy. I forgot. Like back then, man, movies used to be something else. You like you won't understand what I mean. Like if I don't say what I can like was to say, but I'm not gonna say it because I can't say it because if I say it, then I don't think I. Yeah, let me just not say it. But it's just crazy. I wish they still made movies and stuff like that. People are afraid to make films such as that nowadays. Kangaroo. Oh crap! Forgot I was unplugged in. Hmm. Where is you at? What the? What the heck? Oh, there you are. This is trash. But I still need to practice my practice of the silhouette. anything but like rendering. I feel like it's good for like a pencil type thing. If I duplicate it again and make it tiny. Yeah, it's nice for a brush, I guess. Something with no opacity. This brush needs to erase all the way, but I like the subtleties. Oh, I didn't know I made this so big. Let's shrink it. Ooh, this one's really cool. Yo, I just realized this whole time the audio was off. That's crazy. That is extremely crazy. But give me a second, I'll be right back. Yeah, I meant the music. Who did elf chick with? Oh my god. If I were to do an elf like quote unquote the right way, I'd have to like make her like a lot make her like a lot longer. Something like that. Let's actually make it a little bit longer. Keep it thin too. Let's actually make like the head bigger but the neck skinnier. Arms longer. this a little bit closer in. I think what we can do with that one, because that one tribe in the that one race of people that I created, I guess all of them technically my creations, but the one with the that looks similar to like Avatar, and I mean the blue people one, that one could like kind of have elf descendants as well, if you think about it, like with their long proportions. It doesn't have to be that, because obviously, like I said, we have giraffe people, so they can already have like long necks because of that, if anything. You remember them? Oh snap! Oh gee, Titan for the rest. Okay, okay. But yeah, I can still. Wait a second. Let's actually do that. Thinking about a typical elf type thing. But I really like pushing the proportions here. This makes it interesting. Like a person that is extremely top heavy. Not extremely, but pretty top heavy. Has like no legs. But maybe long legs. Because they're really quick, but really skinny. But let's actually make them a bit longer in stature. Make their legs really long. Like one of the elf lady's sons is actually pretty built. Like I tried not to make him too like jacked because I'm trying to keep that elven vibe, but he's pretty built. This isn't him, by the way. I'm just trying to draw somebody that's like that. And maybe his arms are crazy, like. But if that's the case, then his shoulders have to be a bit. And that monkey guy that we made a long time ago, I forgot his name. But him too. We found a way that he actually exists. Because before we were just doing things, you know. But now, there's a chance of him actually existing. Or a reason, not a chance. A reason for his existence. This guy is part of he's part ape. And as you can tell, they're built pretty different. I feel like if I wanted this to work, I'd have to make his a bit wider. Wait, let's just make it a bit wider, and then we'll bring the arms back in. Like that. Because his lats gotta be doing something else. Part gorilla? Yeah. I actually want to make his calves a bit bigger. I feel like I want to change how he's standing. I'd have to do a little bit more research on the anatomy of the gorilla. Like, how does he stand? And obviously, I mean, I know they don't stand like this, but I mean, like, just so I can get like a general idea here. I feel like his legs would have to be a bit bigger, just so he can actually stand upright. You know what I mean? Proportion, like. I forget. Oh wow. Okay, now I see it. At first, when I read it, I was like, "What the heck are you talking about?" But I see what you mean now. Be built like this. Maybe, honestly, the ears have to be. His hair is just like this. That's how he just. And just fur, like here. But this tribe of people would have to live in a forest somewhere, right? But where should they be? Maybe, because I am planning on having a forest here, I feel like that would be really terrible. Like right here? They can be right there. That's where they could reside. But that would be a bad place for them because of these people over there. So maybe. Actually, she wouldn't let them here either. Dang, they got no place to be. I mean, honestly, they could probably be here. Because I don't see the Elven Queen being that aggressive towards them. So if there's like a nice forest here, they could reside there. They can have a whole bunch of little critters, you know. Or you can have the elephant lady. Their noses will be pretty long, but not like super. And this is old lady right here. She's part elephant. So you know we have to find like ways for new species and things to be born, you know, and new races and stuff. You know, we have to find a way. Last Airbender. Do you mean in like the abilities with the spirits? Is that what you mean, or? Hmm. One of the giraffe ladies. A lot of them are pretty tall. So now you guys see that Alkmini is nowhere near the tallest person. Because giants exist and other creatures exist. And I want to get it to a point like where it just becomes so real to a point, or like so normalized to a point where It's nothing to think about, it's just life in this strange land. So I'm kind of like that. So this, and this can all be in the same world. It's definitely going to have a big part to play with my rendering and how I render this, but I just wanted to like be in such a way that it all works together. It's kind of like Hunter x Hunter. When I watch Hunter x Hunter, there's characters that look super realistic and characters that look super goofy, and when I watch it, it doesn't like take me out of it when I see them near each other. It just seems so like perfect, you know? Something kind of like that too. This could be like a queen of the giraffes. But like I said, like since anything is possible and other resources haven't been, like established yet, I don't want to just throw everything at once. So I'm just saying like they're possible, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna see a whole bunch of them running around, It could just literally be one. Like one ape decided to now evolve, and now next thing you know, yeah, yeah. So I don't want it to be too like crazy. I forgot this is when I was doing those shoes. This one right here was so cool to do. Ethan, what's good? How's it going, man? Oh, snap, for real? Why on TikTok, though? Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I don't know who that is. Ethan. The actor of Luke Skywalker. Oh! Oh, snap. That was loud. That was loud. I mean, I never watched Star Wars like that. Excuse me? I never really watched Star Wars. I loved the games back in the day, but I never like watched the movies. I don't think I've watched not one Star Wars. Actually, no, that's a lie. I watched one in film class. Like near the end, my teacher was like, "You guys need to watch this masterpiece," and then we had to watch it. I think it was one of the first ones. Anakin Skywalker? Anakin? Anakin. Is Anakin the one with the long hair? No. Anakin is the one. The Anakin is the one with Natalie Portman, right? Right? Is that the Anakin one? Or is that a different guy? Yes? Okay. I was thinking of the other guy, the long hair guy. The black hair. I forgot his name. What is his name? Is he No. I know he is. I don't want to spoil nothing for nobody. Anakin was the one with Natalie Portman. Okay. I mean, yeah, but that's because I know Natalie Portman. I've seen her in other things, but I remember like I saw like things like about the story and everything because I've been doing some writing and they were talking about like Star Wars and stuff, right? So I know everything, even though I never seen it. I didn't spoil that. I ain't spoiling. I ain't spoiling. When I said with Natalie Portman, I mean like they're in the same movie. That's what a 20-year-old movie. But anyways, you should go to Discord and watch Star Wars in Japanese. You said what, you sent Titan? What did you send it to Titan? How the heck am I supposed to see that?
I have seen things you wouldn't believe.
I don't think that's it. Nobody watched Star Trek. Yeah, I haven't seen that either. Did they even have any games? Because I didn't play none of those either.
私を倒しに来たのか、オビワン。使命を果たそう。ならば死ぬがいい。どうやら力が戻ったようだな。だがまだまだ。
まだまだ。
お前の弱さが見える。だからこそお前は。
Dang, you know what's crazy? Because listen, obviously, like I said, I saw that movie back in the day. I mean, I saw it back in the day, but I mean, I saw the first few ones. Man, the animation was something else. But this is actually pretty clean. Shit, what the heck? I see the cracks like forming. Like, all right. True Star Wars anime. That would be fire. By studio. No. By what studio would be good to do it? Oh dang! This man breathing a little heavy, you know? Did you see the artwork he posted? I think so. You talking about the lady? Can't watch a 20-minute anime episode. Wait, what? I see. You said I can't watch a 20-minute anime episode. Hold up. Trust me. Hold up. Let me go. Yeah, her name is Raven. Yeah, she looked like Raven. The clothes. Animated TV show. Oh, that I didn't really like the animated TV show. Back in the day. The car with Star Wars. Never watched that one either. Tony, I'm with you. I love the games though. You never watched Star Wars. I watched the first one or the second one of those ones. Back in the day with Layla and Harrison Ford. He hasn't seen that either. Listen. I'm planning on watching Lord of the Rings. All right, but Lord of the Rings is just I don't have time yet to sit down for 4 hours. You can't sit down and watch. Listen, why Titans throwing shots at me like that? Like, come on. The extended version, what's that? 55 hours? I thought the normal version was 4 hours. What is the extended version? Oh my gosh. Until you watch The Lord of the Rings, I won't watch JJK or One Piece. Oh my god. No, I really want to watch it, especially on the world building aspect of it, because people tell me like the world is really vast. That's the reason why I really want to watch it, mainly. But like, I'm planning on watching it, but I just need like 4 hours of free time to watch it, because even when I'm watching like a lot of anime, I tend to be like drawing as well, so I just need free time so I can watch it. Because I don't want to be distracted, because I have to really be paying attention. Dang. I know that's why every time that I'm looking up like anything on world building, the person that I'm studying from always brings up um Lord of the Rings all the flipping time. So I have to check it out, you know? I have to understand why. Why do they keep recommending this to me? Spinners of my child, just elves and gnomes. time is it anyway? Oh my goodness! Oh, I forgot. You said I should always remember. As soon as Ethan arrives, it has to be past 11. My book is heavily influenced by. Ah. Ah. So you're inspired by Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. That's okay. Oh my gosh, Ethan. No, that's fine. It's just that, like, everything you're just saying right now. telling the story. All right. Like I said, I've always been like, you know, planning on checking it out, but I really know I need to. So much information. So much I can learn from it, apparently. But yeah, guys, it was cool. It was cool. I'm gonna continue to work on her. I don't know like how it's going to work out, but yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, this is amazing. Will it change your life? Okay, okay. I'll see you guys later. But yeah, have a good one, guys. Okay, so the hairpiece. Not eat and not drink any water. That's crazy.